Drake just had the funniest stream of all time. Before he played his new music, he started off just doing random tasks as the Iceman by measuring ice and walking around the ice factory. But then things got interesting. He walked into the break room, made some lunch, and then the first song he wanted to tease, called What Did I Miss, started playing on the TV. The song is pointed at all of his friends that turned on him. Then things got very interesting. He left the ice factory and started driving off in a truck, which is when all of us realized this wasn't a pre-recorded video, and Drake was live driving in Toronto. He played another song called Supermax, but that's when he started driving into downtown Toronto, where a mob of fans had followed him and surrounded his truck and gave him a ton of love. But there was one fan who started talking trash to him, so Drake responded to him with this.
So what then, big dog? Don't look away now. Don't look away now. Don't look away now. Don't get shy now. We'll fold that up right now. Nerd. Stop it.
That's not what a rap artist should be doing.
Okay.
Like, why are you arguing with people on the street in Toronto? Like, I think there's a level of class that's not there that he should have by now.
Okay. That's a good take. I'm not mad at that take.
Drake dropped a new spoken word poem at LeBron. It's called What Did I Miss? I think he's yelling at other people too. What Did I Miss is a terrible song title. There was a list that circulated last year, I don't know if you heard. It was the way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dress, the way you interact with women, the way you interact with other people's wives, the way you interact with your own children, the way you interact with gambling, the way you interact with alcohol, the way you interact with drugs, the way you stand by Sexy Red and serious competition. Outside of all that, the song is literally, there's a line where he's like, I saw bro at the pop-up, but he's been with me since headlines. They've moved on and you can't. They've moved on from you. This sounds like a bitter breakup. Is this a Drake-up? He did say he was doing what COVID did and that you would never get over this, but it's been over a year, man. It's glaringly obvious what you missed. They put it to a beat, so you would remember it. It's cadenced. I thought this battle wouldn't hurt and all that, and then I see you pop out with an album, which there's no song that's an absolute standout. Nokia got notoriety because it was a single. And then this, we had like Kiki Do You Love Me, God's Plan, we had Headlines, we had Drake Summers, okay? No New Friends, I'm on one. Where is it, Drake? Where's it at?
Drake dropped a new spoken word poem at LeBron.
What are our thoughts, Dr. Skorka? What does the doctor say?
I'm curious about that guy reporting from the forest, though. I was more distracted by...
It was a nature report.
Yeah, I was like, all right, who are you, dude? Again, we were ultimately saying that. Better music is behind him. He needs to let go of the beef and focus on making hits, not trying to go tit for tat for someone that's moved on.
Said, well, nicely said. I think we're still on our whimsical track with the topics. So another thing that Drake has been in the media lately for is his abs. How do you feel about abs sculpting? Are you familiar with the term?
Is this different than just having a six-pack?
It's similar. So abs sculpting, by definition, is one sec. We almost had it. Abdominal etching, also known as liposculpture,
Oh, okay.
is a surgical procedure where unwanted fat around the midsection is strategically liposuctioned from the body and attempted to contour and showcase the abdominal muscles.
And this is men doing this as opposed to women?
This is men like Drake, for example, doing this. Clearly you're not familiar, so let's...
No, but I think women doing plastic surgery is not a new topic, so now we're just having men do it.
This is our photograph proof. So there's no confirmation. Drake's not like publicizing that he has this procedure done.
Okay. There's speculation that he did.
Right.
Okay.
What do we think? Do we think that those look like real abs, or do we think that they look like procedured abs?
I'm going to take a different route and say who cares one way or the other.
Or that.
Right? Because...
I feel like what you said earlier kind of pertains to this. It's definitely not rapper behavior to
It's not.
Not at all.
It's not.
It's not.
Right, it's not classy. But at the same time, who cares? Because if... This is what I say about plastic surgery.
Okay.
If it makes you happy,
Right.
do it.
Yeah.
So if he felt like he needed to do ab sculpting and get that result, so be it. Who cares? Is it easier than taking what it takes to have the really intense discipline and diet and exercise to have body like that? Yeah.
Yes.
But there's shortcuts if you're willing to pay the price. So
that is true. However, the reason why it's a topic of discussion is because they, to people's eye, they look quote unquote laughable because they look so unreal. It's almost like getting a bad nose job or whatever. So I think that's why it may matter to people, because not only did you not work for it, it's very obvious.
Okay.
Or to some people, this is an unbiased opinion.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you this question. If your husband were to get this procedure done, would you have the same I don't care method?
Yeah. Yeah, because I think that in a relationship, everyone comes with baggage, right? So if someone has sensitivity around a certain topic and they're going to get a procedure done that is going to make them feel more confident and better, and it really doesn't affect the other person, so be it. He's not using our joint account for said surgery, right? Like, if that's his money and he wants to do that and that's going to make him feel good, it doesn't affect me one way or the other. But,
Go ahead.
right, there's a difference if he's taking pictures and then putting it out there for likes and comments. So again, that's a whole different, like, who are you trying to be is really what it comes down to.
Right, and unfortunately, it definitely, like, again, fuels, like, I've said this to different person. You're probably the first person I've had on here that kind of sees the Kendrick and Drake beef for what it was. Like, everyone else is just like, oh, Drake's Drake, blah, blah. And it's like, I'm usually that guy. I'm usually defending Drake, but, like, it comes to a point where it's too much to defend, or, like, too much, like, it's not equaling out, honestly, adding up. But I think this, then again, provides proof as to Kendrick's claims, like you're not, like, who are you trying to be type of situation.
At the end of the day, money is one of the most democratic ways that you can show choice, where you choose to spend it. So if you're choosing to spend it on a cosmetic surgery that's just enjoyed by you, that's one thing.
That's one thing.
But if you're then promoting it and putting it out there as your image, then you have to take the good and the bad with it.
Now I gotta ask a quick question, because I noticed that when you said it, because you were when we said it, if this was your husband, you said you would be for it. But then you mentioned if it's not coming out of our joint account, then it's fine. So what if it comes out of your joint account?
I don't think it should.
Oh.
I wouldn't get a cosmetic procedure and use our joint account for it.
Gotcha.
I feel like if I've always wanted liposuction, or I always wanted, I don't know, some type of Botox something or other, he shouldn't have to pay for that. That's a me thing.
Okay. You don't need it.
Thank you.
Hey, if you guys like this video, make sure you check out these videos where we talk more about music, dating, and real life situations. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Make sure you check out these videos and make sure you subscribe. Peace.